So, as you can see, I have my Hufflepuff sweater. It's amazing. I realize it's July and I'm wearing a wool sweater, but it's fine. It's like fitted enough, it's long enough, I have sweater paws, so good, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Also, I just decided to look a little nice today, so I actually did some makeup. The color on the video is a little off. So my lipstick looks a little bit more orange than it actually is. It's not, it's actually very neutral. But it's just the lighting and the way that yeah, I promise it looks better than it does on this video. So yeah, super geeking out about this sweater right now, and I'm really excited. Which leads me into the actual topic of this video. And yes, I was waiting until I got the sweater to make this video because it helps prove a point, which is I'm a nerd, and I'm also one of those people that constantly sort of feels like I am nerding out way too hard, or I'm getting way too into explaining something. You know, when you're in that situation and you're really passionate about something, like let's say you're really into cooking and somebody brings up like, oh, have you guys ever tried whatever? And you're like, oh, you know, it usually takes a really long time to make, and you just get really into it because you're super passionate about cooking and you know this really great thing and you want them to know. And you kind of get, like often people won't be really rude about it. They're just like, oh, that's cool. And just don't really listen to you. And occasionally you do get the, hey, you are nerding out real hard, like could you not? Or people will just be like, okay, nerd. I really would stress to people, please, 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 if you see someone that's really excited about whatever they're talking about, they're really passionate about it, listen to them, because they know about it for a reason. Okay, so I'm gonna be a super nerd, and I adore Harry Potter. Like, obviously, like I spent more money than I'm willing to admit on this sweater, and I spent a good amount of my money on something that somebody else might just think is a thing that nerds get so they can go to a Comic-Con somewhere, well not for Harry Potter, but a convention somewhere, and they can just geek out with all their other nerd friends. They made this purchase and they're talking to you about it because they want you to know how amazing they think whatever they're talking about is. I love Harry Potter. It was my childhood. Those books were my whole life. I still could probably tell you more about Harry Potter than anybody would ever care to know. And my friends are awesome about it. Like when I start talking about Harry Potter, they will listen. But occasionally I do get that person that's like, oh, you're such a nerd. Or like, hey, could you stop? You're honestly being such a nerd. What's wrong with being a nerd? Like, I don't give two shits about a football game. Honestly, I don't. But if you're really into it, I'm gonna sit there and listen to you talk about it because that's what a decent human being would do. And it really bothers me when I see people get shut down because they're too nerdy about something. If you're in a group of people and nobody else is listening to that one person talk about something, and you know that they're really, really into whatever they're saying, just make eye contact with them. Give them a nod. Say like, I'm listening, go ahead. Like, I want to hear what you're saying. Maybe you actually don't really care that much, but they care. They care that much. That is the best feeling when you're in a group of people and you feel like no one is listening and you feel your heart sinking and you look across the group and that one person is just like, yeah, go ahead. I want to know. It's amazing. It makes me so happy when I see that happen. I know my friends probably are watching this and like, you have totally done that to me, and I have, which is why I know it's a problem, because every time I do that, I go home and I think, oh, I'm such a jerk. Like, I'm honestly, like, they were really excited about that, and I just kind of told them I didn't care. And so maybe next time, try to think like, hey, maybe this person is really into it, and just give them your attention. Like, what else are you gonna do? Look at your phone? Like, maybe for once we could actually try to have real human conversations and find out what makes other humans tick. You're really excited about this thing, they're really excited about that thing. Maybe they're not related at all in your head, but there's that one aspect to both of them that they share, and then you have a connection with that person. Maybe the thing that they're really into never even entered your spectrum of consciousness, and yet they're so passionate about it, you decide to check it out, and then 2 months later, you're explaining to someone else why it's fabulous. It's an opportunity for someone to talk about something they love, and it's an opportunity for you to learn about something they love. I wish more people would take the opportunity to look across that group of people and say, hey, I'm here for you. Like, I want to listen to you. It's okay to be nerdy, and it's okay to be really passionate about something. So yeah, thanks guys. I hope that this didn't sound too angry or passive aggressive, and I am gonna be posting a little bit more about favorite things lists and my jacket. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July, and see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.